Hi, love. I am so excited to chat about abundance with you today. There's so much I'd love to share with you. And in today's video, I want to give you the top level place to start so you can have the steps to creating abundance in your life. I'm Briana Borten, and I help people awaken to their highest potential. Subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to get alerted when I post a new video every Monday. These steps to creating abundance are so vital, and I've used them to create massive abundance in my life and the lives of my clients. And I hope that they support you in doing the same. The first thing is to know why. Why do you want abundance? So that might seem like, well, obviously, who doesn't want abundance, Briana? Well, maybe, but it's really important for you to understand why for you. What inspires you about feeling abundant? It actually has to activate something in you, this answer to why. If it just feels like wah, wah, so that I can survive, that isn't really that attractive of a place to be sitting in when you want to attract abundance. So instead, I encourage you to take some time to write out why. How could you influence your life? How could you influence the lives of others? What would be more free for you? Really diving in, not just, I could have freedom, but I could have freedom to do what? Not I could get out of debt, but I could get out of debt and do what? What is it that you want this abundance for? Get super clear on why, and I promise it will activate something in you that is so attractive. Number 2, look at your beliefs around abundance. What do you believe about having abundance? Do you think that it's freeing? Or do you think that people that have a lot of abundance are mean, selfish, greedy? A lot of these beliefs we get from when we're little kids or from the news or from media. And so we want to start exploring, what are these beliefs that I hold? And are they working for me? And then what do you believe about not having abundance? Either not having abundance makes me relatable, or not having abundance makes me not worthy, or not having abundance makes life miserable. Whatever it is, you just want to explore all of your beliefs that you have about having and not having abundance. And I encourage you to really dive in here, to not just kind of top level it, but to dive in and see what is the weaving that you have in your system around abundance already? And is it serving you? Do you want to keep it? Are there things that you want to shift? Are there beliefs that you can let go of? Number 3, look at your fears. What do you think people will think about you if you're abundant? Is it positive? Is it scary? Or do you think people will judge you? What are you afraid will happen if you become abundant? Will you become selfish and greedy? Will you be able to handle it? Will you know what to do? What are you afraid will happen if you don't become abundant? Will you feel like a failure? Will you feel unworthy? Look at all of the fears that you have around abundance, both fears of having abundance and fears around not having abundance. First, you're just gonna look at them all. What are they? Feel your fears, see the fears, write them out. This is really about turning toward the fear and just witnessing what it is, what's there for you. When you're able to at least see them, this is the first step in a really important process. So then number 4, with these fears, inspired by the work of Byron Katie, I want you to ask, is it true? So you look at the fear that you have around having or not having abundance, and you'll ask, is it true for each one? Is it true? And can I know for certain? Now, Byron Katie has other questions that she asks, and you're welcome to follow along that avenue. But for our purposes here, just want you to ask that fear, is it true? And can I know for certain? And then we'll move to step 5, which is to ask, do you still want it? Do you still want abundance? Even if this fear is true, even if this fear is not true, even if the fear of having it is you're like, I don't know for certain, maybe, do you still want it? You have to get really clear. Even with all the fears, even with whether you know they're true or not true, this is an important thing to ask yourself. Do I still want it? And if you do, then move to 6, which is to hold the energetics of the state of abundance you desire as often as you can and for as long as you can. So this means actually allowing yourself to conjure up the feelings of abundance. Allow yourself to feel the abundance that you already have, the feeling of desire of abundance, and allow that energy and that feeling, all of those sensations to be right here, right now. And you want to do this as often as you possibly can, many times a day if you can, and for as long as you can hold it before something comes in and diverts you away. So this might be at first just a couple minutes, and then maybe it's 20 minutes, and then maybe you're able to do this for hours at a time, and then soon it just becomes the state that you're living in. And 7, take actions that support your becoming in alignment with the energetics and the desire. So as you've been sitting in the energy and the emotions and all of the vibe of abundance, you then want to take actions from that place that support the becoming of abundance, allowing yourself to truly be moving with that energy. If you want to create more abundance from a state of awakened consciousness, I'd love to have you join me in my course, Awake and Abundant. It's one of the most powerful transmissions that's arisen for me, and I can't wait to share it with you. I'll put a link for it for you to check out in the description below. If you liked this video, please like it and subscribe and share it with your friends and family, and check out my other videos to create more peace and freedom in your life. I am so grateful you're here. I hope that you have a beautiful, abundant, awakened new year.